Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. It is I, Badger, back once again today for some more Lads Plus Season 2 action. It is our third full series of the day, our sixth individual game of the day. I'm once again joined by the absolute fantastic, always fun to have on
Oh, please
co-caster
go on.
Nephsensei. How are you? Fine
Keep
evening.
going.
Keep going. All right, sure. On the Radiant side, we have the logical captain's team that tagged up as a team tag of Pocket Watching, but is currently tagged as Empyrean, taking on the Bloom captained Church of Carl Deakins.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep complimenting me.
I thought you
Yeah,
meant
you've ruined it.
stop
It's fine.
complimenting you. My bad, my bad. I thought
It's
when you
whatever.
said go on, I thought you meant like actually go on, not just keep complimenting you again.
Listen, what is it? Amateur hour here, Badger. Come on, step it up. Let's go.
Technically, no, because we had the massive prize pool of $500 on the line.
That was a nice save. It is professional hour here, everybody.
You know it, you know it. And much like professionals, we have some pretty standard vengeful spirit picks going on. So yeah.
Big Vengeful Spirit fan here. I'm very anti-Magnus. I'm anti-Tiny as well. I saw enough of it in the last game. It's very boring. What you see is what you get. And Magnus gameplay these days, oh man, I'm going to horn toss you up. I'm going to pull you back into my team. Boring shit. You should have to skill shot if you want to do that. Play something like Pudge. Get it together, Team Empyrean. Get it together, Logical. But this is somebody who plays Pokemon draft leagues and picks Gliscor. Okay? This guy has no fucking respect for the game. He's got no skill. It's just meta picks. Fuck Logical.
So logical plays to win. Like he's a real play to win player. Like every video game he plays to win. Dota play to win. You get number one in Atomic War. He's play to win. Pokemon play to win. He's just what he does. He's a born winner, and you win by for picking Magnus apparently.
You know what? I'm with Team Hobbs here. All right, Logical needs to be stopped.
I enjoy casting Magnus. Magnus over the course of Dota history is like top 10% most interesting hero to cast for sure. Like that hero, you blink it, you buy Blink Dagger.
Wrong.
Okay, yeah, that means okay. So it's top 10%. I need you to name what? How many heroes do we have now in Dota? 150, something like that. Yeah, you just hear about this. Name 12 heroes more interesting to cast than Magnus.
Earth Spirit, Puck, Ember Spirit, Storm Spirit, Void Spirit.
It's gonna name all the spirits.
Yeah, I'm gonna name all the spirits. I'm gonna start off with all the fucking spirits because they're always really fun to watch. Juggernaut, Phantom Assassin, Drow
Juggernauts,
Ranger,
Drow
Alchemist.
Ranger, Alchemist.
Yeah, these are all more interesting than Magnus.
What?
Enigma, Faceless Void.
I'll give you Enigma and Void.
Magnus fucking sucks, alright? His shockwave is boring. He has some power. Alright, yeah, whatever. It doesn't last long enough to really be able to separate from heroes these days. They essentially use it as like a buff in team fights and not as much a farming tool anymore. Although they do have the Ember Spirit alongside the Magnus, so it's kind of going to be a decent team fight ability / farming tool this game. But usually your Magnus is on like the other side of the map than whoever's going to be farming with him power. It doesn't last long enough to like actually get that much use out of it these days. Anyhow, back on topic. Viper also more interesting than Magnus.
Oh, you have to be trolling me, Viper.
Yeah, look at him. He's a poison snake.
He's like a CGI PS2 model. He plays like he plays in the PS2 as well.
Wait, hold on. My boy Callister is coming to Americas? Hold on. Tell me about this. I know there's a 2-minute delay, but tell me.
I'm not waiting for 2 minutes. We can rediscuss it in 2 minutes, but we do have Faceless Void selected, which, hey, we like Void. We like Void here.
This will be the game of big ults, all right? They'll be playing around a Chronosphere cooldown. They're going to be playing around the RP cooldown. I do like the Faceless Void up against the Magnus. You'll be able to get out of the skewer. You can't get out of the skewer RP. That's going to be a massive issue for you. You're probably going to be forced to build a Manta style this game on the Faceless Void in order to get away from the Ember Spirit. They probably want a little bit more lockdown for the Faceless Void as well. The Morphling pick is fucking weird. It does win the Void matchup, but other than that, I don't really like it here.
I think if an average team picked it, I'd be like, I'm not really sure what they're doing it for. But this is a logical pick. This is his hero. He's gonna hit some creeps. He'll hit a very specific timing.
He's been watching too much Yamson Dote. That's the problem.
He's a big Janssen Dote fan for sure. He's definitely in the inner circle of the Janssen fan club.
Yeah, he's watching too much Yamson Dote. That's why he picked the Morphling up. It's not gonna work how he thinks it's gonna work though. It's gonna fall apart. I'm with the Church of Carl Deakins. I'm with Team Hobbs.
You know, I gotta back up my boy Logical, especially against the negative prognostications of Nephsensei. Can't let it stand.
Okay, we'll see what the last person on the side of Church of Carl Deakins picks.
Is there...
the last ban, rather, get rid of the Nature's Prophet, so a little bit concerned about enemies' ability to move around the map very quickly. I guess with an Ember Spirit zipping around, you probably don't want to deal with Nature's Prophet as well.
You do not. You definitely do not. To be fair, no hero in Dota wants to deal with Fury on TPing on you, but that's just Dota for you. Is Tiny still played as Sup at all, or do Dire have their course?
Say that again.
Is Tiny still played as a support at all, or is it like Viper, Void, Tiny, Tricore here probably?
It's played as a support very, very rarely. It's almost certainly going to be a core here.
It's one of I could not recall it being played support. I'm like, maybe Neff might know. Turns out Neff knew, and it was a negatory answer.
I mean, it's possible. It's like 90-10.
10's a large number, Neff.
10 isn't that large. So, anyways, last pick coming out the side of Imperial. I mean, their draft is fairly well rounded to begin with, but I think that they need something that can do a bunch of damage without farming. Because they're gonna have this awkward timing where like the Undying falls off a little bit. The Ember Spirit still needs like 1 or 2 items. The Morphling is gonna be doing his own thing on the map. Is it an offlaner they need? No, I mean they've got Magnus as the offlaner. It's like pause 4 they need here, right?
Probably.
They have something like a hoodwink.
It is not banned. I know Logical's teams have picked it numerous patches.
Phoenix
instead, though. And we mentioned this is a game of large cooldowns. Throw one more into the pile of large cooldowns.
That's a weird pick. It'd be good against Viper in the early game team fights, but other than that, I think it ends up getting owned. You know what I want to see in response to that? I want to see a fucking Snapfire. Yes. We've got Tombstone and Egg.
Could be Snapfire.
And a decent save from some of these things as well. You'll be able to toss Tiny in with eggs if you get it.
Dead on analysis from Neff. No surprises there.
Yeah. Snapfire is like too good. I'm surprised they left it in the pool if they were going to follow up with the Phoenix here.
It is Snapfire mid as well. So
they got the snail though. Look at him.
It's snail Snapfire mid, Tiny sup. So we have hit that 10% roll for Tiny.
5 seconds remaining.
Huh. Oh, the silly snail is on Team Imperium. That's Andy, right?
I don't actually know the silly snail that well, to be honest.
Isn't that Andy?
Which Andy?
Not Andy Bendy, the other Andy.
Probably, but I'm not that familiar with.
He's always changing his name and having mental breakdowns.
That makes things hard. If you people who change their name are very hard to track.
Yeah, especially when they delete their fucking Discord accounts all the time. Yeah, we got logical fans in chat. Kiryu333. Fuck you.
What? We like KU.
No, we don't.
That's 2-time lads champion, 3-time lads champion. KU. He's good.
Get him out of here. Mods, ban him.
I'm not banning KU. I like KU.
Oh, he's hyping up logical. I can't have that. This game 1?
It is indeed
Yes.
game 1. So again, I'm literally also hyping up logical. You know,
Oh my
I'm a logical
God.
associate.
Is it 8950 faces void win rate? That's insane.
That is insane. Wow, that's
That's a faces void player right there.
For battle.
actually, I would argue that an 8950 faces void win rate is a lot more impressive than a 90% faces void win rate. Because 90% you can say, oh, maybe it's just 9-1. But 89.5 indicates this dude has played a lot of void and just keeps winning.
That's right. All right. It doesn't look like teams are going to meet each other at the beginning of this game, unfortunately. So we're going to have a boring start to this one.
I guess on that note, if you are just joining us, welcome to game number 1 of this this fresh best of 2 series between Pocket Watching, aka Empyrean, on the Radiant team, captained by Logical, versus the Church of Carl Deakins, captained by Bloom on the other team. I'm Badger. I'm joined by legendary caster, former manager, anime aficionado Nephsensei, and hopefully we'll be in for some fantastic Dota 2 this series.
Current manager, fucker.
You're back? Welcome back.
Oh, I didn't tell you?
No.
Oh. Yeah, I'm managing a team.
Welcome back.
Don't worry about it. Anyways, Logical's about to meet his fucking end in this game.
Well, Logical is fine for now. I mean, you were you were betting against Dark in our last series. He went 1-1. Does that mean Logical will also go 1-1?
No, Logical will go 0-2.
It's a
Hobbs got this one.
bold prediction against Logical.
Look at this fucking Snapfire mid. They've got this one.
And Cole is a very strong mid lane player. I think he has. I think it says Bronze Dota Plus. I feel like I've seen him play Snapfire mid before, so maybe he's just every game he plays it, I watch it somehow.
That's probably the case. It's the kind of thing that you don't really want to run in pubs, but you can run in competitive matches.
You see it denying the
It's
range.
kind
Oh, another dude. Cole's got 2 denies.
Cole's built differently. He's constructed alternatively. He's not like everyone else in this game, all right? Look at him put the fucking pressure on Frisbee.
Like he is beyond the manufacturer's specs right now.
What skill build do you think he'll go?
He'll probably go max Scatterblast first, right? Go like 3-2-1. Or sorry, 3-2-0, I should say. Because he doesn't need the little shredder until Supernova, right?
Little Shredder can do a lot of damage if you put points to do it early on. IMO.
Well, top lane, 80 will perhaps go down. He'll Fairy Fire, delaying his death. He'll Magic Missile the mag of Enough under tower. And now Enough's not dead, but he is quite damaged.
He ended up going point to Little Shredder. I'm red again. Eat my fucking ass.
The Neph analysis, the Nephilis, it's on point here.
You goddamn right.
Back to top lane, that's now our first blood. NPL's Phoenix killing 80. This time did not result in a great escape for 80, simply a death.
Hold on. Roughneck wants to join the cast.
Roughneck, wow.
Yeah. We getting him in here or what? Oh, never mind. He's not. Fuck him.
Oh, feels bad, man.
Yeah. He said he didn't know anything about the teams. So he's useless to me.
Oh, what can you do? Over to top lane, I'm seeing a skewer on Bloom, but he's playing Faceless Void. So he time walks away. And now he's fine. Alright, I'm watching mid again. Look at Cole. Zoning away Frisbee right now.
2 points to the Shredder. All right. Now there's something that these people fall for every so often when they go Snapfire and they max Little Shredder first. They start going all in on the Little Shredder, even though there's no point of going all in because it doesn't use your attack damage to level 25. So you max it out first, but then you remember that you're Snapfire and then go your other skills. So you kind of gotta go like back and forth here with the build in order to reach maximum efficiency. Otherwise, you find yourself kind of useless for a large chunk of the game. You got to be the red mage, you know? Silly Snail.
He's going
is-
down bottom lane. Hobbs secures the kill on Viper. Now Logical is a little bit sad, but he's still CSing. He's 16-7 right now. He's CSing pretty well. Meanwhile, top lane, big 2v2 brawl. 80 ticks down. Bloom wanted vengeance. Could not find it.
He'll probably get zoned back here on the face. I mean, lane's gonna push in here. Unfortunately, they don't have any creeps to be able to pull. Although Vengeful Spirit, I think, is gonna be able to get back there in time and pull the 4-minute spawn.
It will be
The smoke
alive
camp?
in 5 seconds, but
Yeah.
that's still 2 waves plus a couple extra range creeps going the way of enough at a very favorable equilibrium spot.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a
So you gotta be
range
really.
creep die. Oof.
Yeah. Plus, you have to be careful over here in general on Faceless Void. Whenever you get close to the tower on Magnus, you deal with the fact that when you're trying to CS, it can just skew you like pretty far back. Even with Time Walk and be able to jump away and negate some of the damage, you're in a rough position. So he's just forced to sit back and twiddle his thumbs while Magnus like last hits under his towers and denies the majority of the wave from him.
A situation where, again, before that, the lane was going pretty well for Void, but that last little minute of the lane has certainly been very strong for Magnus.
Mm.
Speaking of lanes, mid lane, Cole still giving Frisbee a bit of the business, but it's only 29-8 versus 21-1. Frisbee's keeping up pretty nicely. He's not completely falling behind right now. Yeah, he's fine. He's damaged, but he's fine.
Yeah. Again, Little Shredder just does a lot of fucking damage. I'm not surprised that he's maxing it out here. He'll probably go for the Scatterblast damage talent at level 6. I'm not even sure you need a 4th point in Little Shredder here, but he'll probably get it anyways.
Bottom lane, Avalanche from Dops. Dops is on the run. Silly Snail is low as well. Perhaps might see both supports die. Toss on Logical. He's got the waveform away from 4, but he misses the Tiny. He's still hunting. He wants this kill.
Oh!
Dops jukes him out, breaking the ankles of young Logical.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, mid
Dops
lane,
got
there's a
it.
Snapfire ulti from Cole, but Frisbee sidesteps a lot of the globules, staying alive for the time being, buying enough time for the Flame Guard to be used, so Frisbee survives. Everybody survives.
Yeah. Frisbee's got can't come close to the wave here, otherwise you get hit by a Little Shredder and die. So, has to play pretty far back, unfortunately. Cole's looking for it.
He really wants to displace in Dota 2 right now.
Yeah.
Bottom lane, Billy Snail is dead. Logical wants vengeance, but I'm not. Never mind. Logical finds death. Wanted the waveform forward. Perhaps Lotus and never mind. Mid lane is I'm missing more kills because now Frisbee is dead.
Yeah, that was kind of unfortunate for Frisbee. He was like in a good position to take the 6-minute rune if it spawned top. Unfortunately, it was bottom, and ended up being a haste rune, which is the one thing that Cole needed to be able to just like run him down. And the Ember Spirit didn't have vision over that ward, unfortunately, just because of where his sentry is placed, or observer. So he didn't know what rune Cole had picked up.
RNG in a skill-based game sometimes. What can you do?
What can you do? What can you do?
Top lane, 80 is under a little bit of duress, but it seems like he's fine. Skewer off the mark from enough. 80 walks away. So, fun fact. Some lads over here. 80 and enough basically joined the league around the same time. And for the first, month they were in the league, I thought they were the same person. I unironically thought they were the same person for like a month and a half. They were not. They were on separate teams with different roles, but for whatever reason I kept mixing the names up. Enough was Skewer away from
This
Cole.
is the first
trying
time
to
that
really
they've
stand up.
been in the same game at the same time.
It's possible.
So now we can confirm it's not the same person.
It's true, it's true. Alright, so logical check. He's sad right now. Not doing all that well net worth wise. Which is not what you want if you're logical. He's somebody who certainly enjoys his flash farm. And this far behind is hard to do out here like Morphling.
Man's been watching too much Yamson Dote, and he forgot that he isn't the GOAT, in fact. He's just a dog. He's no Yamson.
Tombstone dropped on the floor by Dops to, I think, just, de-ward his own ward and then cover the retreat? I'm not even sure.
If this dive connects, I'm pretty sure Dops dies here. It's going to be pretty close, though.
think it will. I'm looking at the angle. I think this, unless he like dove short on purpose. If it's a max range die, that definitely hits.
I've just received word that the Clinton Foundation donated to the players in this match.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Now you do. Do with this information what you will.
I mean, that's interesting information considering who I am and what tournament this is. For those who are on Neph stream and do not know, I am part of the admin team that is running this tournament. So, I'm sure my viewers, surely they know that, but your viewers might not. Back to the bottom lane dive. Did connect on Dobbs. Avalanche toss have been used. Hobbs is right Deakins. Looking to kill NPL. Might be a 1-for-1 trade, perhaps. Stun. Magic Missile hits the Silly Snail. It's so far a 1-for-1. Hobbs wants to parlay that into a 2-for-1. Undying is running, and Undying is fast enough, apparently, to not die. Frisbee is perhaps on the way, but I'm not sure if he can get the right angle to find a fight at this point.
No, they won't. Vengeful Spirit doesn't have boots yet. The Vengeful Spirit doesn't have boots yet. 80, get your shit together. Buy yourself some fucking shoes. None of this Windlay shit.
Oh, we're still going
Bomb
bottom.
or raindrops.
Slight into chains is their bottom lane on Hobbs. Frisbee will die, but Frisbee is mostly out of spells and mana.
Frisbee's
Slight of this
dead.
has been used. One more remnant, but there's no mana for remnant regardless. Silly Snail will secure the kill with the DK. Undying will be the trade, however. It's a 1-for-1. Cole rotates in, uses that Snapfire, looking for Logical. Logical is morphing down despite the Snapfire ulti being active. A lot of confidence in Logical, and it'll be fine.
Well, it has to morph down to be able to morph back up, and he's got to do it before the enemy's got him. He's only got 1 point in the attribute shift, so if they get on top of him, he just fucking dies.
I see.
So he's got to do this stuff preemptively at the moment. But that was fucking weird. They went for the Undying there instead of trying to grab the Ember Spirit or even the Morphling. Maybe they figured they wouldn't be able to get him.
Avalanche, no toss.
Yep.
Okay, Morbid Mask has been delivered. All is now well for our man Logical.
Yeah, we'll see.
We shall see. Alright, Neff, are you ready for El Clasico?
I am. What's the Classico?
The trade of safe lane T1 towers.
Oh, I was hoping it'd be something more interesting than that, but this is
Nope.
pretty cool too, I guess.
Vigorous dive away from MPL. MPL, I believe, will tick down to Hobbs here, perhaps.
Nope.
Will be close. No. So that last ticket damage not. The Chronosphere is there on to secure that kill. Frisbee, not even going to try for Frisbee. They're just going to let Frisbee walk away.
I'm surprised he didn't commit on him at all.
Meanwhile, bot lane, Tombstone on the floor. The Undying is dead. Dyer trying to hit the Tombstone, but again, in comes enough with the 2-man RP. He's hitting. In comes the waveform, hitting on all three. 80 is low. Cole is low. Enough is low. Cole goes down. Enough has been stunned and brought down by 80, but Logic looks to clean things up. 2 more hits, I believe, will kill the Venge. If he can find the 2 hits, he'll take the Lotus instead, returning to the Tiny. Tiny simply walks away. Somehow 80 is alive, and MPL is now dived in looking for the Tiny. Morphling has spells at long last. He can waveform and adapt if he wants to. Instead, he'll turn to the Viper. Viper is very tanky and very strong. Viper Strike has been used. Logical waveforms away. Phoenix to fall, and Logical ticks down to the Viper damage. Double kill for Hobbs, and again, the Church of Carl of Deakins, they're in a good spot right now. Cole's arrived again. They want Frisbee. Can they get him? Maybe. It's level 2 Cookie, but there's not much lockdown in the Dire team in general. There's an smoked up Tiny, I should say. Cookie hits on Dying. Frisbee puts up the Remnant to the east side of the fight. Avalanche hits on both. Frisbee has Remnant in a way, but now where does he go? Snapfire ulti. Another Remnant forward. Sight Chains hits on Tiny. Tiny will die, but Frisbee will lose his life for display, barring a miracle. He's got 50 HP. He's trying to juke to the north right now. That's away from your friends. He's got no TP. Can't deny neutrals, perhaps. Absolutely not. Hobbs is there, but he gets a kill on Hobbs!
My God,
How is it possible? Frisbee don't!
Oh. Hobbs fans on,
Dire's middle tower.
Oh, we can't make that joke. Hobbs fans blown the fuck out. Oh my God. Frisbee stocks are up. I hope you've invested in Frisbee Logical. Or Logical. Bad joke. Sorry, you're like the same person.
Dude, Logical's definitely invested in Frisbee stocks. This is Logical dose. He could have had like any mid laner he wanted. It's like, you know what? I want Frisbee on my team. And it's paid off so far.
This Morphling isn't paying off very much right now. He's struggling, if you ask me.
Speaking of Frisbee, slight chains forward, looking for Cole. Cole is fine. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Skewer on Bloom. Bloom will pop time dilation, looking him in, fight enough. He'll time lock away. He'll TP. It'll be canceled by the RP from Enough. He says, enough of your TP, enough of you living. Back to the bottom lane. Logical is caught diving, stunned by 80 and Dops, I'm sure. The trade is for Cole. Now Frisbee, who's got no remnants and low mana, will attempt to get away. He dodges the magic missile, aggroing the Ancients, who then turn to the Venge. Avalanche hits on Ember. Ember will just keep walking away. He'll chains and walk. We see Venge looking for the cutoff angle, but he can't actually cut him off because he's got no HP. They're making me work today, enough. They really are.
They really are. All right, he's gonna TP in, bottle the Dops up a little bit. I'm a bit disappointed they get the kill off on the Frisbee there.
He's got a blink now. He's got a blink. He's already got a blink dagger. He's just dead. When did he buy that?
4 kills, 7 assists. I'm not surprised that Dops is a blink dagger. You know, if you'd killed Dops at the start of the game instead of letting Dops break your ankles, things might have been different.
Oh man. Speaking of couriers dead, that was the Magnus blink on that courier that just died. That is no mag blink for 2 whole minutes. Not what you want. It was technically a trade of couriers, but one courier had a blink dagger, one courier had a single observer ward on it, so that's not equal trade. Bottom lane, once again, Frisbee dodges the Viper ultimate. In comes Bloom, Chronosphere has been used. Ember's on the edge, logical. Sits nearby menacingly, waveforms forward onto Viper. Viper turns, Viper's dropping the Morph. Needs to be careful. Dive in by Phoenix. And Morph will survive. Viper, not so lucky.
It was a good dodge with the Sleight of Fist there. If he hadn't managed to dodge that Viper Strike, Flame Guard would have gone down right away. It would have done enough damage to kill him. And he would have been slowed enough by the Viper that the Chronosphere connects without Viper being caught on the other side of it.
Speaking of dying, it's time for Undying to die. The Oxymoron has been achieved. Tombstone was on the floor, however. 80 will be the trade, it appears. Remnant forward, Venge to fall. That's a trade of a support for support.
Yeah, we'll see if they want to go in and try to clear the Tombstone and grab some of these heroes. Looks like they may. They're going to realize it's there because they get XP. Oh my god.
Oh,
that's a symphony of skills right there.
Could they have even gotten that kill anyways, actually?
Yes.
Okay. Because a lot of things were missed. So, yeah.
I mean, if they didn't miss the things, they could have gotten the kill. That's what I meant to say.
Dota 2.
Dota 2.
It's a difficult game, you know, it really is.
Yeah. Alright. Now shred this tower, Cole. Not the catapult.
It's dead.
Goes to the creeps. Excellent.
Back to mid lane we look, because there is action brewing mid, surely. Avalanche, Magic Missile are stacked. In the rune spawn's top anyways, so Frisbee just remnants on over and grabs the Arcane Rune. There are 3 Radiant attackers and 3 Dire defenders, so we have a dive underway. Radiant have good vision with his word. Frisbee taking a lot of damage. Cole pops the ulti, looking for Frisbee. Dive through. He's stunned mid-dive by the Venge. The trade is for Frisbee. Again, at this point... Oh no!
Oh,
that is not the time to pause!
Oh my god, this pause. Who would do something like this?
This is not the time to pause!
We need an admin. An admin needs to make a ruling about this one.
I mean, surely the Dire are still dead. It's a Dire pause.
Badger, should they be killed for this?
And they're gonna die anyways. The tiny blinks on cooldown. And,
They're
already dead, surely, right? There's no way these 2 heroes live. Right? Can the Snapfire live, actually?
No, so the Snapfire is dead. Everybody's dead.
So has the skewer damage already hit the Snapfire or no? I'm pretty sure it would. The skewer damage would have already hit. So it's RP.
The skewer is connected, yeah.
Okay, so it's RP. I forgot if skewer was at the end. I guess it's already in the middle of at the end of skewer. 25 damage, shockwave level 2. I don't actually know they can kill the Snapfire. I'm not sure if they have got the damage.
Wait, hold on a second. Visual Spirit's in the middle of a cast animation for a swap. If she swaps the Magnus here, well, I think that's who she's targeting, then it will interrupt the cast animation for the RP, and it might give Cole enough time to turn around and walk away.
What's the cast time on Nether Swap?
I don't know. It's gonna be very, very close.
We're gonna find out. And never mind, it's an RP on 2. They'll both get shredded. And now they see Hobbs dive forward. Shockwave skewers on cooldown. We'll dive all the way to that tier 2 tower. That's 3 kills for the side of Empyrean. And they'll get that T1 tower mid as well.
I hate seeing Magnus players succeed.
You did express that during the draft, and the succeeding will never mind. The succeeding might not continue. Waveform forward biological. They're diving the Tiny, who's got no spells. He'll use 1 Lotus, but again, there's nothing but death in the cards for Dops 32 in that engagement.
That's gonna be alright. Faceless Void is farming. Once he gets this maelstrom, things gonna be different around here, alright? There's gonna be a new pecking order in this game. Alright, Phoenix is not going to be punished for that push, so they managed to get a little bit of chip damage off from the tier 2, but really not much else there. Nice D-ward.
Yeah. I think they had to have seen him walk up and ward that, so yeah. Or that's the old ward, actually, from earlier?
Right. Yeah, alright, Cole's fucking up. Remember what I told you about not going all in on the little shredder?
He went all on the little shredder?
Yeah, he's going Dragonlance now.
So, Dops has arrived to the dire side jungle fight. Frisbee remnants away. NPL and Dops Frisbee are all into the chrono. I'm messing up words in this fight. Frisbee gets stunned. Tombstone's on the floor. It's already 2 Radiant heroes dead. Shadow Amulet will not save you undying. 3 down. 2 kills for Bloom on Void. And you were prophesizing the rise of Faceless Void. The pecking order change. And that's now 1 step closer.
He's got the Maelstrom now, so his farming speed's just going to go crazy. They don't have anyone that's gonna. I don't think the Morphling keeps up with the Faceless Void farming with this.
Surely not, right?
But
sure.
yeah, that was a pretty big team fight for them. They nearly swung the net worth 3,000 gold off of that. In fact, after all is said and done, after the team fight, in fact, all the heroes were off the map. They swung it at 3,000 gold probably. Morphling is working on the Manta style now. He has Vlad's mana regen and health regen. This is just what the hero builds now instead of Falcon Blade, because you have good sustain for your HP as well as your mana. Once he has the Manta style completed, it's going to be a lot harder to find kills off into him. Going to be able to dodge the initiations with the Vengeful Spirit coming in, same with the Fire Stab cookies and shit.
Seems like Radiants are looking to smoke, and they have indeed smoked. I don't believe Dire saw it. They did not. They're headed mid. The target they see is Cole. Yeah, looking at the Radiant vision, they don't see much right now. Dire scan enough runs in the Dops. That's an avalanche. A toss. Radiant focused the Snapfire. Supernova was used. Cole cannot kill it. Cookie is short to get over the ledge, and that will be a dead Snapfire. Big pickup there for Frisbee, and it's a successful smoke for the side of Empyrean.
Yeah. I mean, when Little Shredder is your main tool for doing damage, all of a sudden you don't have it for things like Supernova. It's just on cooldown. And this has happened so many times in these fights. The Phoenix has been able to get off PH without any problems. Maybe you'll get a little bit easier if you get the extra Little Shredder attacks and shit, but again, I just see this Snapfire creating a bunch of problems for themselves right now. Faceless Void will be the one to save the game, though.
It's always a good way to save the game. Large spherical spell. It is technically a sphere, right? Yes. It's called Chronosphere. It has to be a sphere.
Get your shit together, Badger, alright?
Okay, I know it's called a sphere, but it might not be.
This guy's drunk off his ass in the middle of the cast.
It might not be a perfect geometric sphere. I haven't measured it. I have not measured. And plus, do we have a way to see under the map to know if it extends into the ground as a
We
sphere?
do.
Or okay, does it do so?
Yes.
Okay, good. That's all I need to know, Neff. I'm like completely sober.
I don't believe you.
Well, Blink RP finds Faceless Void. Avalanche a little bit too late. Void is rooted up, and he's brought down. Didn't have enough time to get anything of value off, and now he is simply dead. 80 will put up a bit of an aggressive ward to see the action here, and it'll cost him his life. Sapphire ulti was used, but again, to very little effect. A bit of damage, but nothing really done here. Another pause. Is that three pauses or
God.
4? Is that 3 or 4 pauses? How many pauses are we up to?
I don't know. I am bored. I'm bored.
Bored. Alright, so apparently either Bloom has exceptionally good hearing or Dops is deaf. And I'm not sure which one it is. Either that or Bloom or Dops is lying. Those are the 4 possibilities.
I think they're lying.
Well, can't be both of them lying because they're contesting each other here. So
They're both lying.
But isn't it like a mutually exclusive thing? Can't they both not? If one is lying, the other has to be telling the truth.
No.
What do you mean by this, Steph?
No.
There are 2 possibilities. They're both covering each. Logical knows. You're in over your head right now, Neff.
No. Bored. Listen, I came here to cast Dota, okay? Not talk about glasses shattering or sit here through these people's pause time, Badger. All right? These League of Legends people need to get together. They also need to not go to 3 games every single fucking time they have the opportunity to go to 3 games. It'll all be 60 minutes long.
I mean, for being technical, these are all 2-game melees today, so
Oh, I know.
In today's dilemma. I was gonna say, you know all about pausing though, because you remember, Neff. You remember a tournament series called BTS Pro Series. You were there.
Rest in peace.
I was there too. And you want to know what was also there, Neff?
Pauses
a lot of
inside
pauses.
Every game.
A lot of pauses. And I love working with South American players, but their computers did not cooperate with not pausing.
It wasn't that their computers didn't cooperate. They're just fucking lying about being ready for the games. Like, they're doing shit before the games. They go burn through all their fucking pause times. They want to like go to the bathroom, go do some other shit before it started.
There's a number of stories. You remember the one? Oh, who was it? I think it was one of the infamous players. Was his computer literally broke in the draft, and he had to drive to a LAN cafe to play. His manager sends me a picture of him just like driving through the streets of Lima. I forget which player this was, but there were some wild pause stories in those times.
Yeah.
Like, if I didn't see the picture, I wouldn't have believed the manager. And he sent me the picture. I'm like, oh, I guess he's serious. Where were we?
I feel like you should have a fucking working computer.
Well, in this case, the computer's not the issue; it's the glass. But yeah, you're right. We're top T2 now dead. Lancho secures that last hit, and we are back to our regularly scheduled agricultural activities. Farming everywhere. A lot of cultivation going on. You a big
until...
Oh, go.
Go ahead.
No, trust me, you go.
Up until the Faceless Void gets his BKB, he's not going to be taking any fights. He just have way too much magical damage order to burst him down. In fact, they're setting up on him right now.
He is backed up by Viper, which is, again, this is going to be an interesting fight. We're going to be a 2v2 if Undai can get here in time. Mag goes through the Twin Gate, but not in time for the fight.
Alright, he's going to be able to dodge then.
And that's the name of the game,
Maybe
right?
he's got vision on logical up here, but I don't think this is going to connect to anything. There's no tier 2 towers, so no one's going to be able to rotate up there fast enough to make anything happen. Instead, the T being bottom. I don't think they find much here. Maybe they get the Magnus, but they definitely don't get Frisbee.
Well, they found the mag immediately. Frisbee has a slight change there onto Tombstone. Is placed on the floor. In come the Dire. In come the Radiant side teepees. They're buying time for the heroes to arrive. Enough's on the run. Has nothing to escape with other than, well, I guess his life. They just didn't chase him. He now has Blink away if he wants to do so. Blink, Avalanche. Oh, good dodge by Enough. Dodging out that Avalanche toss combination at this point. Then we'll saw Phoenix forward, Remnant in by Frisbee. It's chaos in the Radiant jungle once again. Both Dire supports are dead. Frisbee's dropping. His team backs him up. In comes the Chronosphere on 3 Radiant heroes and one of his teammates. Cole has fallen, however, at the hand of Logical. Viper is dead as well. So it's just Bloom looking to escape in a 1v4. He's got Time Walk in 1. Perhaps he can Time Walk and look for a TP play, but there are some very angry men on the Radiant side looking to hunt the Faceless Void down right now.
I didn't manage to connect with him, so he gets away. Again, he really needs his BKB. If he has it there, he ends up turning on all those heroes and killing them. But because there's so much magical damage sitting on him while he was inside the Chrono, he just couldn't do anything. Really awkward that the Magnus gets so far away. I mean, I guess he's pretty tanky, but they didn't fully commit onto him. Like the Vengeful Spirit was going on the Ember Spirit while all that was going down. They didn't pick and choose one target. So very uncoordinated.
I agree. I agree entirely. The way that entire fight broke out was definitely...
It should have favored the Dire side like way harder than it did with how it started.
Yeah, they had a 5v3 at the onset, but again, it was like a very good retreat from Magadon dying to the west as sort of Frisbee was distracting them, so they just couldn't get the right hero dead first. Really, any heroes dead first. Alright, enough full harpoon and skewer. 80, you are very dead. Logical secures that kill, his 6th kill of the game.
So I'm back at a phone call.
Welcome back. Seems like we are headed into the Roshan pits. Another visit to our good friend Roshan, who once again will die, as he does. There's no way Tiny gets this, right? There's no way Tiny gets this. There's a slight chance Tiny gets this. Never mind, there's absolutely no chance to get it. They're leaving Roshan pit. There are no Radiant heroes taking Roshan. They'll TP you away, they'll get canceled by Logical. So it's a dead Tiny. Roshan's still here, by the way. At about 1,000 HP.
They're so worried about somebody else coming in and grabbing it that they send people to the other side of the portal to scout. That's funny.
Little do they know, Dire brought their own Tormentor instead.
I would have pushed in all the lanes there. 2 of them are pushed in, so it's not so bad. Someone's going to go up top and defend that now. But you do have your BKB on the Faceless Void. The only issue is dealing with 2 lives. The Morphling, when Chronosphere's your only big ability, is a problem. Snapfire isn't really doing too much in these team fights either. Again, you went all in with this little Shredder build. I really don't think that you should have done this.
Especially at this stage of the game, it's showing right now where you can only use the ability so many times at once.
Yeah. I mean, you get your 6 auto attacks off. Well, 8 auto attacks off. And then all of a sudden, you're not really doing any DPS. You should do a lot of damage since you're a universal hero, but your attacks come out pretty slowly. You really don't like people on top of you either.
Well, it's smoke time. Perhaps a bit of a desperation smoke, but if it lands, this could be the way that the game turns around.
I don't think so. Positioning of the Magnus is really good here.
Sweeping to the east. They've popped on Frisbee and Radiant know. They know! Oh no. Good 2-man avalanche. In comes a Chronosphere. Hits on 3. Phoenix is way up in there. That'll be 1 life lost on Logical, no life lost on Phoenix. Phoenix buys back Frisbee. RP is there on 2 from Enough. Shockwave as well. Stops the fall. Swap. Oh no. It's an absolute disaster. Vengeful Spirit is dead. Cole's trying to fight. Trying for kill on Undying. He will get the Undying kill. But it's still an absolute disaster. Hobbs cannot run away. That's 1 dead Viper. Triple kill for the Magnus. And that is an absolutely dominant win for the side of pocket watching.
Yeah, that was never gonna go well with the ages on the Morphling. Like, you need to be able to burst him down in these team fights and take him out immediately with the Chronosphere. If he's able to get back up, he just does way too much. You've committed your only big ult to that point. It's so Jover. It is so Jover.
Certainly seems like it. Full set of racks taken.
I hate seeing Magnuses succeed. This fucking sucks.
Why is it just like the like why Magnus in particular?
Boring ass fucking hero. Low skill. Throw a harpoon. Throw a skewer out. Epic stuff.
All right, if Magnus does not buy the harpoon, is it suddenly more interesting, or is it just the hero itself design wise?
No harpoon should be allowed. You could have a skewer. You can have blink dagger. No horn toss either.
Avalanche on Frisbee. He's tossed up in the air. They need the Ember kill. His BKB's on cooldown, but he's still fine. Skewer on two. Correction, that's only one hero, isn't it? I can't even count. It's a dead Cole though.
Yep. Frisbee pops the BK, 8-second BKB just to be able to stay alive because of all the Viper dots that were on him. And they're about to lose their last outer tower here in just a second. Logical's gonna make quick work of this thing.
Logical was just, he's got an Eagle Song, a Conda, he's just got everything. All of the items at his points. He's even hunting. He's not even looking for the buildings, he's looking to hunt. He smells the blood in the water, which is appropriate because he is indeed water.
Oh my god, it's disgusting amount of damage.
Yeah. I mean, Dire Glyph, that is a temporary respite from logical base damage. Harpoon, oh, good Yule Scepter, cancels that skewer. That's a good save there from Dobbs. And now Magnus is in danger. Chronosphere, it's on 3! Where is the damage? Snapfire ulti on the way. Tiny is hitting. Undying to fall. Phoenix is dead as well. So it's 2 cores on the run. Frisbee gets some of the magic missile. Bloom has time dilation. BKB still on cooldown. It's Ember left alone by the Morphling. Morphling chose to go for creeps instead. Now Frisbee is far too deep and far too dead. A perfect turnaround, 4 kills for the Church of Carl Deakins.
Let's fucking go. All right, Dobbs is my goat. Punishes the Magus player, set all that up with the sick Yules. Incredible reflexes by Dobbs. I'm not surprised. Can we get Dobbs for a winter interview real quick? Winter interview real quick here, Badger.
We're in the middle of the game, Nev.
Get Dobbs in here, all right?
I guess we should do an announcer pause.
So
Now that we're paused, can I ask Dobbs for an interview on that one?
I can't stop you, technically. I mean... He called your bluff now.
Oh, it's not a bluff. Bring Dobbs in here, Badger.
I don't even know his Discord handle, dude.
God, incredible. Set that all up. What an absolute gamer.
It was a great Yules. It really was. So the glass, is it the same glass as earlier or a different glass? I hope it's the same glass, or else it happened. How do you knock over 2 glasses in?
Yeah,
in
I don't know. I'm surprised that they can play Dota with their hands shaking like that, knocking shit over all the time.
Like you knock over 1 glass. We've all knocked over glasses in our lives, but 2 in a
not me.
In a
no
a short period
never.
Like that's. Did they add a profanity filter to Dota?
They did.
Oh, do I have it on?
I'm so bored.
No, I'm pretty sure they just used.
I feel better.
What's the word for those things again?
Asterisks.
Yeah, that's the one. All right, let's flame Cole real quick.
Okay. What do you specifically want the flame about Cole?
the fact that this Snapfire mid is now underwhelmed. It was a great start to the game. Again, I mentioned the issue that I had with them going all in. Now we're 30 minutes in. We see you've got 3.7k net worth. You're not fully sure what you want to buy. You're not really going to be online until you're level 25 and you have the little shredder use 100% of your attack damage talent. What do you build?
Rapier? I don't know.
You've boxed yourself in. Like, I really like an Agnum Scepter, but I guess you only really want to grab that if you're a support. A BKB wouldn't be that bad here either, given how much magic damage they have. Sanj Kaya would be okay, just because of the debuff resistance. I don't know. I feel like getting away from the Ember Spirit when it goes on top of you is really important. You're getting to BKB for that. Dude, Logical is so fucking Twitter pilled. That's crazy.
Yeah, Logical.
He's just dropping fucking Twitter memes in all
It
chat.
really is, actually. This is, again, usually when you say something like professional memer, you're being hyperbolic, but no, he's actually a professional memer, so he knows what he's doing. This is like the premier memer in the Dota scene, if not the premier top 3 for sure. And there's a lot of people in the Dota community, millions upon millions of people.
I'm so bored.
And he's top 3. Is there anything you're top 3 in the Dota community, Neff?
Yeah. Talking shit.
I don't know. I've seen some wild stuff from some of the Russian pros, some of the Chinese pros. Yeah, I've seen some of the chat. I mean, even the NA pros done some wild trash talking back in the day. So until I see you getting banned off Twitch from talking shit, I don't think you can compare.
That's why I don't stream very often.
Based. Where were we? We're resumed. We're back in our Dota game. If you are just joining us, welcome to League of Lads Plus Season 2, 7.5k average tournaments.
Why is it League of Lads Plus now?
Well, because the normal Lads, which is I think we're like 6.5k average now, is 6.5k average. League of Lads Plus is got 2 differences. One is that it is high MMR, and the other is that there is money on the line. Those are the 2 differences. That's why it's a plus.
Oh, that makes sense. Holy shit! Fight about to break out Badger!
Harpoon, it missed it entirely. Hop still running away. You got a little bit too excited on that one, Neff. A little bit too excited for nothing. Absolutely nothing. Frisbee's hunting. He's running forward. Chains were missed. Dops is walking. There's too many radiant intruders. They take it out of our jungle. And they've killed him. Rock down. He's now gathering moss. Neff. Break it down.
They got the tinies, they did.
Are we losing it mentally, or is this the game's fault? What has led to this situation?
It's the pause's fault.
It actually probably is.
Who was the person who paused it again?
So much all chat, I can't say. I know it was Dire. I just don't know who in the Dire. I think it was Venge.
You're banning them after this series, right?
Am I allowed to do that? Actually, I guess I am. Slight chains there on Venge. Sunray on the... I guess I can just ban people if I really wanted to. I mean, I would need approval from other admins, but...
It's not a dictatorship?
Nah, it's like other admins. Harpoon, skewer misses, good first
God.
stab
Oh,
from
this
Hobbs.
is peak Magnus gameplay through the harpoon and skewer.
This is Sapphire ulti has been used. Logical to target. He's still fine. It's a Harpoon problem, not a Magnus problem.
I'm surprised you didn't commit the Chronosphere there.
I'm surprised too.
I guess he doesn't think that he's going to be able to do the damage through the butterfly and the attribute shift. Just have the Aghanim shard so you can do it when you're disabled, right?
Yes.
Hot take. Should attribute shift be a cooldown or should it be a shift per second? Now you're going to say, now if that doesn't make sense, it's the same thing. But it's not. If it was a cooldown, then he wouldn't be able to attribute shift in Chronosphere because it blocks cooldowns.
Huh. That's a difference. I guess it's fine the way it is, but... Slight Chains there on too. It's Snapfire and Void. Slight Chains, Chronosphere. It's only on Undying. Undying is certainly going to be dying, but this fight could be an absolute disaster now. Frisbee's BKB, Supernova on the board. RP! It's on 2. Cole swapped away, but it's an absolute disaster. 80 is dead. Hobbs is dead. It's scattering time. Dops will look to juke. Cole gets away with the TP. Actually, not as bad as it initially looked, given it was a pretty good three-way escape there by the Church of Carl Deakins, but it's still an absolute disaster. That's a canceled TP, by the way. Bloom is just alone. He's got no teammates, and now he's got no hit points.
Now, I've got news following that supernova in the last team fight that will lead to the arrest of NPL.
What is the news? And is it more important than Cole fighting MPL right now? MPL, it's very low power, might kill him. It might kill him. It didn't kill him. Too much armor, and enough is dead anyways. Your favorite hero, Magnus, is dead.
Get him out of here. All right, they set this one up.
One more slight chains on 2, enough buys back. It's perhaps all in time to go for more racks.
What?
Get those megas, it appears. 80 walks in, takes damage, walks away, and Frisbee's getting right click to death. He's got no spells. 80 is dead, but you've lost your Ember. Venge buys back, Ember buys back, return on the Remnant. Hobbs gets swapped away by 80, a fantastic swap. Cole's fighting. In comes a Harpoon. Mags isolated. Hobbs gets brought down. But we're not done yet, because Cole's still right-clicking. 80 dies. That is a dieback. We are running out of dire side defenders to defend the base with. The tower remains steadfast, but for how long? They've kind of found Cole. Again, good save from Dops. RP canceled. RP there, only on 1. Enough is dead. And that is a dieback. Waveform forward. Cole is dead.
Warning, Faceless Void is back. Warning, warning, warning.
He is back, but where is his friends? Where is his team? They're mostly dead.
Dops
Illogical
is the
find
team.
stops. Okay, Dops is kept alive. Very important. The problem is, look at your buildings. They are no longer standing. That is mega creeps for pocket watching. And the tip.
All right, they're not out of this one yet, though. Again, they've got Chronosphere to fall back on. As long as you've got Time Man on your side, plays are always possible. It hasn't looked so good the last couple of team fights, I'm not going to lie. Logical did fucking play them the last time he threw the Chronosphere out into him in the Undying. He managed to get the waveform off first. Embarrassing for the Faces Void there. But there is Road to Redemption. And there is a path for them to win this game.
Big Sphere.
Big Sphere. And it starts with this MKB on the Faces Void.
If he wants to lose buyback, he could buy out the MKB right now.
He's gonna. He's gotta. After he clears out this next wave. You gotta do it.
That doesn't shock me. Only there's one problem. It is once again the tragic tale of Roshan, who is once again dead. Aegis and Cheese headed away, both of logical perhaps. Yeah, both the logical. Never mind, Cheese to Frisbee.
I wouldn't be surprised if Logical took everything for himself, though. He's kind of a bad dude.
I mean, he did initially, and so Frisbee's like, yo, can I have an item, please? Mr. Logical, sir, can I have an item? Okay.
Cheese, please.
Sure, you could have a cheese. I guess at this point, Frisbee is cheese to have that item in his inventory. Please laugh. We are seeing Dyer go for the Tormentor, by the way. What was that? Is that a soundboard?
No.
Or is that some kind of phone notification from your phone?
That was my phone.
What makes that happen on your phone? What notification is that for?
That's an email.
Dyer spoke up on 3. This is the all-in play. Chrono to save your game. Bloom wraps around the east side, looking for the backlines. Logical. Plays point. He's in the vanguard. Avalanche stuns. Snap probably on the way. Chronosphere on Mag and Phoenix. Phoenix, it's necked by Undying. He's dead. Void heads to Undying. Undying has Glimmer Cape. Viper is dropping. Viper is at Logical's waveform around the RP. It's on 2. It's time to die. 3 down. Tiny buys back. Viper and Bench don't have a buyback. And now Void is in a sticky situation. He's forced to buy back with the Ancient under attack. Harpoon, Skewer on Cole. Gleipnir hits on 3. But how can you fight? Where is your damage? Where is your anything? Triple kill for Frisbee. Another kill for Logical. He's beyond godlike. And that's a GG in the chat. And game 1 goes the way of pocket watching.
I'm disappointed that Magnus has won a game. I'm not surprised. I thought the Faceless Void would be like have a higher impact than he did. Unfortunately, he's never able to get things off onto the Morphling. Logical, despite the fact that he got his fucking ass handed to him in lane and ended up recovering pretty well. But I'd blame the fact that they couldn't coordinate their disables to get on top of him with the Faceless Void for that. Maybe a little bit too slow on the Faceless Void to join a couple of these fights or get the Maelstrom online. Unlucky. What can you do?
Unlucky. All right, do you want to cut to a break or do you want us to keep talking?
Ah, fuck it. We can keep talking.
Okay. I will need to go to the bathroom once we're in the lobby, though. My kidneys are going to explode.
All right.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Leave the lobby if you're still in it. That's the wrong button.
You've got weak kidneys. They only last one game.
Well, okay, it wasn't just one game. It's been 2 games, actually. And
What do you mean kidneys, by the way?
I still have 2 of them. I haven't sold one yet.
Don't you mean your balls?
No.
My balls are huge with pee.
I did not take anatomy class for nothing, Neff. That's all I gotta say.
I don't think you took anatomy class at all if you think that pee is stored in the liver.
Liver? I did not say liver. I said, it's not really storing. It's more of the stored in the bladder. It's processed, I believe, by the kidneys. I think also maybe the pancreas, but
It's stored in the balls.
then where does semen come from, Neff?
Who?
I'll be right back. I'll be right back, Neff. I'll see you in a minute.
All right, a bad game number 1, everybody. A bad game number 1. We saw Magnus succeed. Dota fans all over the world are crying right now, but things are going to get better. Dops will ban out the Magnus and then carry the team to victory. I know Hobbs is the drafter, but let's be honest, Dops is the real mastermind behind this team, as we saw in the previous match. I also think that Logical Dote needs to be punished for his wicked ways. They were doing so well. And then it all just ended. It all just came crumbling down. Unlucky. I suppose it's a little bit late for Diffusal Blade. It felt like he was owning, though. Maybe it's the fact that he went double bracer that slowed her down.
All right, Neff, I'm back.
Welcome.
One more game, one more game, one more game, one more game.
The viewers are pissed off, by the way. I've had a bunch of people DM me. They're demanding your retirement.
From what? What specifically am I retiring from?
They said that Magnus shouldn't be allowed in your league, and
10 seconds remaining.
Storm Sold Out specifically messaged me saying that NPL needs to be arrested for his ties to the Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton organizations.
Radiant team ban.
I'm good.
Radiant team ban.
Like, this is just what Storm Sold Out said. I don't know what to tell you.
10 seconds.
I don't want to ban Magnus. That sounds like a huge headache.
Dire team ban.
Like people would say you're banning a hero from the league, and then you'd say yes, and then you'd be like, it's lame. Don't do that.
10 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
All right, let's see here. So we have
10 seconds.
They did not mark the wins, did they?
5 seconds remaining.
No, they did not.
Team ban.
It's okay. I will mark it myself.
Impressive. This is why he's the king of production.
Remaining.
We'll go with that, sure. Even though it's definitely not true in the slightest. We'll go with that.
All right, game number 2. I don't want to see no fucking Magnus. If I see Magnus, I'm leaving. I'm just letting you know right now.
The
You're
worst
my good friend Badger, but
The worst
you know,
part is I know you're serious, too.
Radiant team pick.
goodbye, Badger.
I'll miss you, Lef. I'll miss you. Thanks coming on for three and a half
Yep.
sort of games.
See you, everybody. It was a pleasure. Bye bye.
All right, he has left. He was serious.
10 seconds remaining.
I kind of hope this is a bit and he comes back because my voice is really tired from casting the last 6 games. It's like one of those like hysterical laughings because you've gone
10 seconds remaining.
mentally insane. It's kind of where I'm at right now. Is after the news I've just received. I need some Tylenol, I think.
10 seconds.
Need some acetaminophen to get massive headache just broke out knowing I have to solo cast this game. I'll be right back.
Team ban.
I'll be right back.
Radiant team pick. Dire team pick. Dire team pick. 10 seconds remaining.
All right, hopefully the pain will go away soon.
5 seconds remaining.
The pain of the of my co-caster has left me due to a Magnus pick headache. Furion, Tidehunter, Tiny, all picked. Doombringer, Chen, Wyvern, Dragonite, Meepo, Timbersaw, Venomancer, Rubik, DP, Centaur, all banned. At the very least, we do get to see some really brawly heroes in this game number 2. Is this stream still on?
Your voice is tired.
Oh, welcome back, Neff.
You were such a bitch. Oh my god, I can't believe this.
I'm not that happy you came back, Neff.
Hmm?
I'm just happy you came back.
I'm not.
10
Oh.
seconds remaining.
You have Witch Doctor, isn't that novel?
5 seconds remaining.
You don't see
Yeah.
much Witch Doctor
No.
picked at the pro level.
You do.
You do.
But they nerfed this hero. They made it so Deathward can now miss. It doesn't have True Strike with the Aghanim Scepter anymore, so it isn't absolutely busted like it used to be. They also ended up nerfing the healing or the damage that came with his heal, okay? 2 things that they got rid of. And Nyx Assassin absolutely destroys this hero. You throw the coconut, he uses Spike Carapace, nothing Witch Doctor can do. Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, that
Although
sounds
Spike
about right.
Carapace can't reflect into the damage from Death Ward. It won't stun the Witch Doctor since it's different damage source from the Witch Doctor hero, actually.
Thank you. That's actually useful. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Tide is a watermelon.
Well, I know what the watermelon tech. See, so we played Labs last season. I was on Jim's team, and Jim was like, "Hey, Badger, you're playing mid," and then he picked me Tide mid every game. It was great
Every game?
until people started banning it. Yeah, every game.
That's annoying. I would hate playing Tide mid.
It was
often.
okay. It was pre nerf Mage Slayer, so I would just buy Mage Slayer Shard every game, and I would just walk up and just be powerful.
Noted.
I'm not
Wait,
sure
they got a Luna on their team?
it
Go
is a Luna. You're right. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure if Tide necessarily wants to buy Mage Slayer now post nerf, but it's still pretty good. I'm sure.
Sure, it's great.
5 seconds remaining.
The debuff would last like as long as the cooldown of the Anchor Smash in the past. So you just kind of walk people down with the Anchor Smash and Mage Slayer debuff, right?
Yeah, throw in Gush as well. It was nice. Real nice.
And yeah, wouldn't they just have like minus 40% magic damage and physical damage? Because the Anchor Smash would do basically the same thing to magical heroes if you apply the debuff.
Yes, minus damage.
Dire team ban.
Minus damage.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Hey, it's
So it just fucks their physical and their magical.
great times. Great times.
Mm-hmm.
The only person who had the tech to beat it was Logical. He played Timbersaw in OD mid, I think, and it was not very fun.
10 seconds remaining.
See, fuck that guy.
The Logical, I circling back, Logical plays to win. You know, we said that he can draft a game 1. He's once again picking the play to win heroes game 2. It's just kind of what he does. I mean,
I hate him so much, it's unreal.
I don't think Logical knows what it's like to not play to win, and I can appreciate that in a man.
Remaining.
Yeah, fuck him.
5 seconds.
So anyway, they have Luna on their side. They've got Nature's Prophet. NP doesn't really go for trans anymore, just because you want to be able to teleport around the map, because teleport is busted ever since they gave it damage, and Sprout ever since they gave that damage too, it's busted. So trans not nearly as good as they used to be, and because of that, I think this draft isn't going to run as fast as you'd otherwise think. When you see a Luna and Nature's Prophet, you're like, okay, they're just going to play incredibly quick and grapple tier 1 and tier 2 towers probably in the first like 15 minutes of the game. I don't think that's going to be the case here. I think they're going to be a little bit slower than that. You don't like you want to be able to take the majority of the things outside the enemy's base before the 15-minute mark, though, just because that's around the time where Tia gets her Blink Dagger and Deso if she's having a good game. So you want to shut that down. So something else that's relatively fast, and you'll try to play quick. I would really like to see the Nature's Prophet played with like the trans maxed out first to the teleport and sprout build, but I don't think we're gonna get that. I think they're gonna bitch out because they're bitch made. Unless Dops is making the calls.
We still
Let's go Dops.
don't technically. It's probably a 5 Furion. I don't know why I'm like trying to mentally find a way for it to not be 5 Furion, but it's probably 5
It could
Furion.
be 2 Furion.
Doesn't feel like a Cole mid hero, to be honest.
What's a cool mid hero?
Cole plays a lot like traditional sort of mid laners a lot of the time. I mean, he'll play with like whatever's meta, but I've seen him play a lot of Lina. I've seen him play a lot of Ember Spirit. Plays a lot of spirits. I think he plays a lot of different heroes, but I'm not sure I've ever seen him play Furion unless it's like a broken hero in the meta. And
It is a broken hero in the meta.
but is it a broken mid laner?
Oh. Shit, that reminds me. I didn't look up the changes to Nature's Prophet, the most recent patch. Nature's Prophet's
there were
gross
probably some.
damage per second rescaled. Damage or one no longer lingers for 0.5 seconds after leaving the AoE. Teleport cooldown
30
increased.
seconds remaining.
Base damage decreased by 3. Okay, yeah, they nerfed him.
Team pick.
Good. He still seems fairly powerful though. Base damage minus 3 is hefty nerf though. I like the Void Spirit pickup. It's a lot of burst damage. It's not that afraid of the Nyx Assassin as well, since it's a universal hero. You can essentially just build strength items on it. It's not as weak as it used to be to the Nyx Assassin. And you probably want to build you're kind of forced to pick a tanky support hero, a tanky core hero, whoever it is, if you're still looking for the mid lane matchup.
And there is not that much reserve time to contemplate your options. And there are a number of sort of decent mid laners not banned out still, but the time is ticking. There's less than 30 seconds left now.
Kunkka, perhaps? But Kunkka would be really bad for lore reasons.
And we get Storm, we get Blue Spirit. A very traditional mid lane hero for Cole.
Yeah, I suppose so. Dops would be on the Nyx Assassin, Hubs on Tenhunter. Boring. Logical on Templar Assassin. Is this a logical hero?
Surely. I mean, I haven't seen him play it in a while, but I mean, logically, he's like play this hero mid. He's played this hero for this long. Like he definitely
Logical is mid.
No, not this game. But like, I mean, he's played TA for so long that he used to play it mid. So it's been that long.
No, you missed my joke.
Oh, you called him mid as in mediocre.
Yeah.
What can you do? But I think I prefer this Radiant side draft. I don't know about you, but I think Tidehunter are very good. I think Hobbs is a very good Tidehunter player, so I think this Radiant draft just kind of works.
Yeah, that's what the people are thinking, Badger. The people at home.
What are you thinking, though, Neff?
I'm thinking that Logical needs to be punished for his sins. Same with NPL, if he really does have ties to the Clinton organization.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Templar Assassin, technically not a melee hero, but in the early
Are you
levels,
just gonna ignore what I said?
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna ignore what you said. It's can of worms I'm not opening. But Templar Assassin's basically a melee hero at early levels, anyways. So it's gonna be fun to be Hobbs.
Good luck, fun have. No
pauses, God willing.
Poozass is God willing.
Pooasses?
Yeah.
Pause, please. PC outfit.
I'm so bored.
Interesting.
All right, if you are just joining us, welcome to the seventh and final game of the evening. It is game 2 of our third Last Plus series. It is the Church of Carl Deakins, who lost game 1 on the Radiant side, taking on Pocket Watching, aka Empyrean, on the Dire side. My name is Badger. I'm once again joined by the man of many titles, Nephsensei, and hopefully we'll be in for a fantastic game number 2.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Is your voice really dying?
Not quite, but
30 seconds.
it's getting. You can hear it a little bit in terms of the bassiness is going down right now, which is never a great sign.
I just hear the grating as I see it, and my vision turns red every time you speak.
Oh, I didn't know you felt that way, Neff.
Yeah. It's
It
fine.
feels bad, man.
The viewers understand what I'm talking about.
Oh man.
Begins.
In the river, NPL gets alpha mailed by Cole and Bloom. Just walks away from the bounty rune.
Alright. So, Storm Spirit comes up, slaps your bounty rune on the ass. What do you do?
Well, it depends. Am I me or am I a Dota hero?
You're you.
I mean, I have to walk away then. I mean, Storm, he's made of like electricity. He's very electric. I'm a human. I'm not very resistant to it. I'd get shocked. It'd be very painful. So I walk away. I would pussy out.
I would man up. That's the difference between me and you, Badger.
I think you would be shocked, haha, about how that went for you.
No, I would be dead for how it would for me.
Oh, well, we're being technical. I digress, though.
Fucking pull up Lancets into eyes. Alright. Dogecoin has gotten first point into meld, standard stuff, be able to deal a shitload of damage to the Tide Hunter this way. He's actually clicking him down instead of focusing too much on CS here. But Hobbs is just like manning up on him, throwing out Anchor Smashes, so despite the fact that he's got minus armor, his damage reduced by 30%, so Tide Hunter is winning these trades. In the mid lane, I believe this is Storm Spirit favored, like 60-40. Void Spirit is okay in this matchup, but Cole has kill potential. Meanwhile, Frisbee has to kind of wait for Cole to fuck this one up. And we all know that Cole doesn't make mistakes, right?
He played the lane very well game one. In the laning phase, not many mistakes. After the item build, that's a different issue, but the lane popped off.
Yeah. And again, it is favored towards the Storm Spirit. Bottom lane is where the action is going to be, probably. So we'll probably see a kill happen. It's difficult for Nature's Prophet to do too much, given that he's playing against two heroes that have Glowing Blade, but I imagine one side or the other is going to commit really hard for a kill.
And they're going in on the Furion. He's almost dead, actually. Shockwave will hit. That's first ball going to enough. Neff's favorite hero, Magnus.
I'm mad.
Yeah, I know.
should have left.
I know you're at. Yeah.
Has been killed.
Wait, Lobster's
Yeah,
career's died.
Dobbs does it again. Let's go.
He's lost his career. He was so far forward that Nyx has killed the career.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I don't know why I keep looking at top lane. Top lane's not very interesting.
Dire's
I should look at bottom lane instead. So 1-0-2 skill build for Luna right now. Again, this is relatively standard from what I can tell, so nothing too wild and crazy there.
Boring is what you want to say.
Yeah, I do. I do want to say that. Top lane, ooh, Cask, Maledict, right clicks, they want Nyx Assassin, meld up into action, possibly. He's dead, surely. He's definitely dead.
You know the meld does damage in different instance than the auto attack?
Yeah, that's why some of the damage went through the carapace there.
Yep.
It's
Fun fact, ain't it?
It actually is fun. It's both fun and a fact.
Otherwise, you know, under normal circumstances, he would have blocked all the damage, would have blocked the next tick from Maledict, and Dops would have been fine. Refilled his bottle. Nice attempt there by Frisbee to block the bottle refill, but Frisbee's just not good enough. That's why we always say you can't console your lane versus Cole.
Good recovery, good recovery.
Thanks.
I'm not sure where you were going with that one, but we'll go with that.
That's
Oh,
what the people are here for.
yeah, probably. They probably are actually there for that. You're right. It's a good chance they are.
I hate the silly snail as well.
I should start making a checklist now. How many players and heroes in this lobby you hate? It keeps getting longer.
He's got boots coming out. So it's not going to be as easy to run him down in a minute here. I think that they should probably go for him like pretty quickly here. Perhaps after Tidehunter heals this one up, but Hobbs has gone the beta male build on the Tidehunter, which is where you go 0 points in Gush.
Especially in these sort of silent engagements, that value point can certainly help. Meanwhile, speaking of Hobbs, Logical's doing a ton of damage, but the creep wave is a little bit too strong right now. Hobbs salves up, all is well. Cask has been used on Dops. Good two-man impale to perhaps walk away. Meanwhile, bot lane, I missed the kill because I was watching the top lane action. Looks like 80
Avalanche
was...
came out underneath the tower. He threw out a shockwave as well, then skewered through the tower onto the Nature's Prophet to finish him off.
Perfect, thank you.
Yep.
They're still looking for Bloom, by the way. He's just walking on around, trying not to be dead, but there's spells.
Frisbee might die here. Cole has just hit level 6 on the mid lane. Doesn't look like he has enough mana to be confident to dive him, though. Nif kill onto Luna.
We're still fighting bottom somehow. I mean, 80's just trying to right-click the Tiny, but at long last, that fight is done.
Yep. 6-minute rune is going to be very important. If Cole gets a good power rune, he very easily turns this into a kill. Tiny's making a rotation. They realize that this is pretty important, but you have to remember that NPL is affiliated with the Clinton Foundation.
Ooh, NPL, Mr. Clinton Foundation affiliated Tiny himself secures the shield rune. Sure, it's not his mid laner getting it, but Cole no longer has that mana to easily die Frisbee. He can still try for it with it's limited mana right now for Cole.
He should not try for it. He will die. He will die to an avalanche and an Aether Remnant if he dives the tower there.
This is true.
He should really fill up his mana somehow. I mean, right now, he's in a fine position, but he's not able to rotate any lanes. Anyone who's checking his mana pool will realize that. Maybe he does this after the 7-minute mark. He finishes up his power treads. He moves in the jungle, grabs a neutral item after killing some creeps, and then makes the rotation to a lane, maybe. We'll see. Hobbs is still getting his... Actually, he's got fine CS up here. Usually ahead of Logical. That's kind of surprising. I thought he'd be a lot worse off.
Well, I was thinking, looking at the actual net worth, Logical is ahead by about 250 gold, but yeah, that's pretty good. Wait, 80 got the Wisdom Rune. I'm not quite sure how, but he got it over the Tiny and the Magnus. I guess Magnus isn't really there yet, but yeah, I mean, they kill a Furion, but it's both Wisdom Runes going to the Radiant Sup. That's a lot of experience.
Yeah.
Now Cole again goes in mid lane. Frisbee will simulate away, but there's not quite enough damage to kill Frisbee. It was both steps forced out, but no kill.
Is Cole really gonna walk all the way back to? Oh no, he's blocking the creeps to force Frisbee just a little bit further forward. Dops is gonna scout the top rune. Cole's gonna refill his bottle off onto 80, and I imagine go to the bottom rune. Tiny's coming to scout this one out as well. Unfortunately, he's not gonna have vision of the Nature's Prophet here.
This is good teamwork here. Cole will not get the rune because it's top. He's tossed up in the air to simulate hits, but Cole still balls on around looking for Frisbee. Frisbee is low on mana. He's got 5 wand charges, but can't get him off in time. RP is dodged by Cole. Neph is celebrating right now. Now the Sprout will zone away Dops a little bit from the mag. At this point, the Avalanche will lock him down for enough time to kill him. But again, it's a favorable trade. You traded your mid laner for a Nyx, and Dire, who lost their mid laner, committed their most important cooldown.
Very easy game for the Storm Spirit. I mean, you mentioned you don't
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
something Cole.
Nice.
Yeah, no problem.
It's quite ratty Cole of you.
Yeah, he's too cold to control.
True that, Neff. Speaking of Cole, he's balling on in towards enough. Frisbee steps in, finds 80's Furion. Furion will be dead. Cole wants vengeance. Wand has been used by enough. Stick for being technical here. Ball in, kill secured. Meanwhile, top lane, Hobbs dove the tower with Dops to bring down the silly snail with Ravage. Logical's quite low, actually. This could potentially be some more action. Meanwhile, still mid lane. They still want Cole. Cole's fine. And it's like everyone's fine top lane now as well.
Get a load of the Chinese power grid over here, am I right? Pause for laughter, everybody.
Ha 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 ha. I laughed for you, Neff.
Thanks.
Speaking of laughter time, top lane, they're going to try to kill Tide. Never an easy thing to do, and they use all their cooldowns, so Tide just TPs away. Interesting.
It's just that easy. Just
Yep.
TP out. If it sucks, hit the bricks. You can leave.
Like, hey, you can't kill me. I shall leave. And easy play. We like
Social
tie-dye.
situations, family functions, work. If it sucks, you can leave.
Just press the button. It's a very short cooldown, you know? It's only an 80-second cooldown.
That's right.
So how long of a cooldown would that be in real life? Because every like day is 10 minutes in the game, right? So we're talking how many seconds is it again? It's 80 seconds. That's a minute and 20.
I'm not about to do math. Nice try.
Huh?
I'm not doing math. Get fucked.
Okay. I'll have to do the math myself then. Oh man. Just only a couple hours. We'll say a couple hours.
Noted.
It's like 3 hours probably, something like that. I probably should be able to do that in my head fast, but what can you do?
It's not 3 hours.
It might be 3 hours. You to do the whole... Not important. Bottom lane, step in by Frisbee, finds Bloom. Avalanche toss has been committed with Luna still alive. TP away, this time not successful. Magnus cancels that TP nice and easily.
Yeah. We did it. Nice work, everybody. Cole's behind the enemy tier 1 tower, cutting creeps. The enemies just aren't able to do anything about him. They don't have a hard enough lockdown in order to deal with them. Maybe once Tiny gets a Blink Dagger, once Magnus has a Blink, but for now, Cole's basically got free reign over this game. He's going for an Orchid as his first item, by the way. Incredibly powerful. It's going to be pretty good against Frisbee, who's... I mean, in the past, Void Spirits would go Yules in order to counter this. But he's just going straight for Witchblade. He hasn't committed to any items yet, though. Yeah, okay, never mind. He's got the Blitz Knuckles. Once he realizes how close the Storm Spirit is to the Item Scepter, he's going to regret blind going for the Witchblade first.
That is, again, a little bit of a concern, though. Again, potentially if Storm can get the jump. There's a lot of potential damage headed away at Frisbee. Mid T1 tower is brought down by Cole. Last it goes to the Storm Spirit. Dops is hunting, sees enough! And once again, Neph celebrating. Once again. Remnant will miss from Frisbee. In comes the Silly Snail. Impale hits Frisbee. Frisbee's in a lot of danger. Dops gets away. Cole is just on the high ground right now, mind you. He kills the Witch Doctor. Walks into the Remnant from Frisbee. He'll ball. He'll TP. It's not going to work. An 80 will die to Logical on the west side as well, so... A fascinating engagement. I believe that went 2 for 2.
Yeah. A nice finish off there by the Void Spirit. It was actually the Maledict that finished him, actually. 283 damage. I don't even think that, it didn't connect with him, the E on Frisbee. He died with Maledict first. He went a little bit too hard. That's going to slow down his Orchid, unfortunately. And it's going to get Frisbee to his next item that much faster. He's going for Aghanim Scepter right after his Witchblade, so again, it's going to be a game of like cat and mouse between him and the Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit gets the jump first and is fairly easy, but if Void Spirit gets the jump, then he's going to be able to blow up the Storm. You just jump in, quickly drop the Remnant Pulse twice, and then kill the Storm. It's a little bit easier for the Orchid holder, though.
Ooh, Dobbs. He's playing in grounds. He's already played in. There's a little bit of detection pre-planted, but there's not infinite detection. At this point, they're placing more detection, but he's again out of range of the detection. Is there more detection? Remnant misses. He's locked into a sentry. No. They know he's there. Avalanche. He's walking. He's walking. He's walking away. Oh no, he's broken the invis. He's broken the invis. He's buying so much time, though.
Space.
The tower killed him. That is unbelievable space created. And there's not even a last hit for any of the heroes. Absolutely unbelievable. Top lane, Bloom's being gone on by MPL and Logical. Trap the slow. TP in by 80. Bloom tries to fight. It does not work. In comes Cole, balling on around, looking to avenge his carry player. Logical gets vortexed. He's low, but not quite dead. RP is there, but it's too late. That's a lot of dead Radiant heroes. Sure, you lose your TA. That's gotta be worth it. No doubt about it.
Hobbs tried to go into that one. He TP'd to the top lane, but I think got interrupted by Frisbee during all of that. If they had the Ravage there, they definitely win that fight a lot easier.
The one key missing puzzle piece.
Unlucky. What can you do?
What can you do? just gonna keep following Nyx around. Wherever Nyx is seems to be interesting.
There's other interesting things on the map. Like, yeah.
Smoke up onto Tiny and Witch Doctor. They're backing up Logical. Oh, by the way, I did the math. 3 hours and 12 minutes. So 3 hours is pretty close, actually.
Nerd.
Furion gets dove top lane. The TPs are not coming. And that will... Actually, there is one TP. The only TP that matters. Tylander arriving. NPL will get Gush, Boost, and Beamed, and Anchor smashed to the ground. Cole's balling on in, silencing the Magnus. Remnants is dodged. Cole's is balling out perfectly right now. Enough will skewer away Dots, but Magnus certainly will die here. Frisbee might try to clean things up, but again, you have a severe being outnumbered problem right now. Frisbee will be dead. Double kill for Cole and Storm Spirit. That's a 3 for 0. And they stay again. They see the Luna top, but can they kill the Luna top? They'll need a perfect death ward. Witch Doctor cuts the path of the Luna. Cask, Maledict,
Nice
Death
dodge.
Ward. It's decent damage. I'm not sure it'll be enough though. And at this point, 80's that TP'd in. The remainder of the Radiant are on the way. Luna seems to be fine. Back over to Furion. He's certainly not fine. So dying for the cause there to keep Bloom alive. Call goes for a long ball in. Now arriving back up Hobbs. Hobbs still has Ravage. Hits on 3. Down goes Witch Doctor. Go ahead the Templar Assassin. Templar Assassin is silenced by the Orchid. And will end up dying. One more kill for Cole on the Storm. They'll head to MPL. Enough has respawned. Blink RP hits on 2. The Nyx is annihilated. They'll head the Storm, but Storm seems to be mostly fine. He's got 10 wand charges. He'll not use them yet. Now silences the Tiny. He'll Vortex. He'll right-click. He'll Remnant. But it might cost him his life. In comes Frisbee, stepping in to stimulate and bring down the Storm. That's a lot of gold going to Frisbee, but still, an absolute bloodbath in the top lane.
Yeah, Luna, despite starting all that, just ended up teleporting down to the bottom lane and continued farming. She's not as far ahead as you would imagine she'd be as like free farming Luna this game, just because she's 0-3. But I imagine that she'll start to catch up again pretty quickly. Storm Spirit's having an excellent start to this, and if they just take one good team fight on the enemy side of the map, which they can very easily do with heroes like Nyx Assassin and Tidehunter, then they'll just tear apart their base as long as Luna itemizes properly. It looks like that's exactly what she's doing.
Well, we're not done yet. Blink, Avalanche Toss, everything is committed. Well, not everything, but a lot of short cooldown abilities are committed to bring down Dots on Nyx Assassin. 19 kills now for the pocket watching side.
Mid?
Meanwhile, mid, ball in by Cole, Orchid, Vortex there on Witch Doctor. He's most certainly dead. So it is a 1-for-1 across the map. No structural damage going either way, though.
They scout out Frisbee with that sprout. Why does he even cut those trees? What's the... Oh, I guess he's going for the rune. My bad.
Sometimes you just want to chop down trees, you know, like you just have a clawing blade in lane. You just chop trees down the entire laning phase just for no reason.
You used to, not anymore.
Do you not buy QB anymore?
I still buy QB, but I don't really chop trees anymore.
Feels bad, man. I love chopping down trees.
I used to, back when it mattered more. You have to like go through the jungle with certain patterns and like ways you would go be like significantly more efficient. These days it feels like it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Feels bad, man.
Oh wait, we're fighting top. Hold that, Fox. MPL will blink Avalanche Toss. Logical's hitting. Hobbs is half HP. Has Ravage in 4, but might not live for 4. Step in, bring down. 80 arrives, but it's too little, too late. Speaking of on the way, it's Mag who's got the blink RP. Looking for something more viable than a Furion, I'm sure. Orchid on Tiny. Blink RP. It's dodged by Cole. Hits only the Furion support, so it's 2 dead on the Radiant side. And they will also lose their top T1 tower.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be, again, great if Tundra was in position to be able to defend from this. Unfortunately, he got blown up at the very start of that. He's not having... It doesn't ever feel like they're able to put, like, Tide beside Luna then take a good fight on the Radiant right now. Things are relatively even despite that, but I think it's going to get worse from them if they keep taking fights this way. I think they need to group up together and take some... Because, again, I was pointing out, like, the fact that one had the majority of the outside tower is taken by like the 15-minute mark. We're almost at 20 minutes here, and they still have the top tier 1 standing.
It's definitely not great. I mean, you see this tower. It's almost always dead like minute 11, minute 12, and it's just not dead still.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower.
Especially you have these heroes like Luna, Tide, Furion, who are often above average heroes at getting that tower down. It's still not dead. And part of that is on, again, a pretty significant effort from the pocket watching side to make sure this tower doesn't die, but at a certain point, it simply has
This
to die.
is crazy. They're going for Roche. Dude, if they get caught here, they're fucked.
Well, the Roshan is slow, but it seems like they don't know. They could go through the
They
wind
scanned
gate.
it.
Uh-oh. They did?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Well, they're on the way.
They're
Will
too
it be...
slow.
It's gonna be too late. Roshan's dead. Aegis will go to Cole and the Storm Spear. They're setting up the multiple situations they're breaking out. Enough will skewer, finding 80. This is a really split up situation right now. With the TP into the back line, Tiny is inside for the Orchid of Cole. Cole will ball in, ball around, his team's on the way, but too late to save the Tiny. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Cast will not bounce anywhere. Maledict definitely would have been used, cancelled by the Raptor Hobbs. Eclipse is on the floor. Silly Snail dead. Dop's dead. All supports are down. It's the 3v3 core fight if it continues, but Dire will disengage.
Yeah, just about went down on the Magnus. The bounces from Moonglaves almost finished him off, but he manages to get out of that one. God bless damage block on melee heroes.
Yeah,
Free my boy,
coming
poor
in.
man shield.
No, do not free. They keep that in jail. That's a life sentence. For
Free
poor man
my
shield.
boy, poor man shield.
It's a deserved life sentence for poor man shield, man. No
Get him out of
parole.
prison.
No parole. No clemency. Well, speaking of possibly going, never mind. I was gonna say maybe there'll be a little bit of jail time for Dops in the bottom lane, but they just don't know he's here. Speaking of towers that aren't dead, the Radiant safe lane 2-1. Logical will change that though, because it's now
I
dead.
think I'm going to defend this. He's
Yeah, I
taking
mean,
the fight.
Dops will go in for the Silly Snail. He's low, but not dead. Tide as Shard uses it on Tiny. Cole brings down the Witch Doctor. Now Cole will head to the Tiny, who is still in the anchor. Still in the anchor
Very
zone.
nice by Cole.
And so far it's a 2-for-1 trade. Dops again is very low. Logical wants to finish the kill, but just can't do so. Meanwhile, Cole's still balling around, breaking the ankles of enough. Ball in once again. Dops dead, 2-for-2. RP's there. Hits on 2, but both Storm and Tide are somewhat fine. Probably Cole's low on mana. He'll lose 1 life. Tide Shard is there on the Void Spirit. Dire will focus it down, but no! The Anchor Smash kills Frisbee! Silence on the Storm, but Storm does not die. He'll ball south. He's got mana to ball north at this point if he wants to, but he's scared of Logical. Logical TPs! It's not canceled in time!
Yep, silenced up on both his heroes from the traps. They couldn't cancel it. That's the Aghanim Shard on the Templar Assassin, coming in super clutch there.
That's a really annoying ability for Storm Spirit at this point.
Yeah, he's going to need to build a BKB. He's so concerned about extra traps, people coming at him, that he just ended up going through his entire mana pool and TPing back to base there. That's insane.
Well, speaking of
really-
traps, it's there for enough. Or not enough, for 80.
Yeah. It was a good fight by Storm Spirit. I want to point out the fact that he was on top of Magnus the entirety of the beginning of that fight. Magnus was just trying to find an angle in, get off an RP, and Cole was just stopping him the whole time. Cole's been fucking popping off. Big fan.
Yeah, again, he's had some very strong moments today. A lot of unfortunately lost games, but he's been a bit of a standout performer in the last series that we saw a bit of, and again now in this series.
That's why they call him Cole the Swole, because how big he is.
There we got it. Cole the Swole.
Yeah.
You're in control now, Neff. This is your world.
Thanks, buddy.
We're so back. Speaking of back, we're back to action because Logical is walking up slowly towards this mid T1 tower. Simply hitting it. Radiant, by the way, they're well aware of what's going on. But it seems like this T1 tower will be forfeits.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
All right, what's our Luna item situation? I feel like we should have more of them. Am I correct in saying that?
Radiant's
I
bottom
really feel like Luna. Well, I'm not sure Luna's got some fine farm, but Luna could have more items.
Sorry, I was talking, but not to you.
Oh, okay.
Just to the game and my viewers.
I see.
Anyways, the Megas ended up finishing his BKB just now. So it's gonna be much easier for him to get in these fights, and Storm Spirit's not gonna be able to pester him nearly as hard. Speaking of the Storm, he finished up his Kanye and Sanj, but I don't really think that solves any problems for him. I would have much rather him see BKB if he's dealing with these traps on the Templar Assassin and the Aghanim Scepter on the Void Spirit. So I don't think they want to take a fight right now. Honestly, they just want to avoid him. Like the Kaya Sanj gives you some bonus damage and gets you out of the RP faster, but that's about it. Like it's not going to be game changing for these fights. You need BKB or you need eggs to be able to like catch the entirety of the enemy team.
is under attack.
Maybe that'll be the name of the game.
Hunting
Is
something in
route
the
it
mid
out.
lane.
Oh, linked in, ball in. Tiny's forced away. A fantastic pass. Ravage will hit. Only on to Tiny is in a lot of danger, but isn't quite dead yet. Hobbs looks to finish the kill, but cannot do so. So it's Hobbs down. Dobbs 32 is running away, but again, it's a double kill for Logical. That dive did not go well at all for the side of the Church of Carl Deakins.
Cole's not going to get the rune either. Power runes are being a double damager and gets scattered out by Logical's trap. This is a fucking disaster right now for the Radiant. Luna's not contributed anything to the game so far. I'm not sure that she's going to at this point.
And that is concerning. I mean, at the very least, I guess there will always be a degree of split map pressure with the Manta illusions, but that in isolation is not a win condition. You need more than that, you know? Over to Furion. He's dead. Back to Neff.
Back to Neff. Arcane Blink, Logical's working on. That'll just be... I mean, it's a ton of movement, it's a ton of sustain. All of a sudden, you can throw out traps and spam out Refraction without worrying about your HP and mana. Just staying on the enemy side of the map. I am actually... This item, I think, is underrated sometimes. People have started putting a little bit more value onto it, but at first it's like, oh man, they nerfed the intelligence blink. All of a sudden, it's like way worse than the swift blink or the overwhelming blink. But it's genuinely very good when you're not just fighting into people because of how much movement it gives you.
It turns out it's not strictly a nerf, it's simply a different item than what it used to be now. And it's like, oh, this is unique. Certainly different, not just good for casters anymore.
Yeah.
Name of the game at this point will be second Roshan of the game. Could be alive soon. Might be a little bit longer. Mid lane. You see that avalanche there?
Yeah.
If that avalanche, the last tick avalanche stopped Hobbs' animation, that would have been possibly a kill on Tiny, but that will not happen.
Oh, did you throw out the dead in the water there?
I think it was animation down in the water. Yeah.
Fuck. That's rough.
I could be wrong, but it certainly seemed like it. I just realized, was the change for them to add a slight DOT to the Tormentor, like a strictly TA and TA only nerf?
I think they were trying to discourage supports just fucking sitting, or people just sitting beside it until the team came.
Well, that too, yeah, but...
It's
yeah.
like, there's frequencies that only teenagers can hear, and some businesses play them outside of their, workplaces in order to stop teenagers from loitering around. It's like discrimination against idiots.
And now it's like, all right, just trying to keep the
Yeah,
supports
so
away, put up the
position
support stuff.
forwards would be like, please, we need to take the torment, and then sit beside it on the enemy side of the map. They have no HP, and then if you sit beside it too close, all of a sudden you don't have enough HP to be able to take the tormentor, so they can't do it. And if you're far enough away from it, all of a sudden they'll go for like another objective if their team isn't coming by, if they're camp or something instead.
Big dive for
It's fine.
Cole. Cole's low on mana, but not low enough.
Yeah. Anyway, Dota has tried the last couple of years to help the fucking idiots so much. There's so many things that are in the game, and it's like, please, we're fucking spoon feeding you. the answers.
Yeah, that's true. It's definitely
It's good.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It makes it less of a stomp between like high skill players and lower skill players.
Is under attack.
the thing is, but by consequence of that happening though, it affects the skill expression of better players.
It does. But it also makes games not as one-sided and miserable for people that are just getting stomped by Smurfs.
That's something a separate Smurf problem though, not necessarily.
Yeah, well, what can you do? What can you do? What can you do?
That is true. That is true. Smoke on 4 from the pocket watching side. They've found the Luna, who's got no BKB. Manta is available, though it's being held for now. Ravage will be fantastic, hitting everyone but the Void Spirit. The Void Spirit died into Nyx lockdown. Absolutely fantastic fight so far from the side of the Church of Carl Deakins. And
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower.
Logical has to be careful about how he comes into this one. They've got good positioning. They're underneath an Observer Ward here as well.
it's Aeon Disc popped, Blink in by demolishing the Nyx Assassin, but it's still at 4v4 enough. Gets outside the Sprout, skewering Fury on inballs. Cole gets avalanched by
why you need
NPL.
BKB.
Cole's still balling. Death Ward has been used. Cole will TP away, so this fight certainly will be lost. Question is now by how much? And the answer is actually a decent amount. It's already 3 dead on the Radiant side. Nyx is forced to buy it back. Bloom needs to somehow be saved. He's got TP, but that's about all he's got right now. Instead, Avalanche will hit the Nyx Assassin, who actually will end up killing the Tiny. Skewer is there, bringing him towards Logical, who nearly one-shots the Nyx. Shockwave misses. Luna is simply walking away. Problem is Logical has a Blink Dagger and a Force Staff. Cole is here, but it might just be too late. RP stops the kill. And now
Cole's dead.
Cole is completely... He's killed Logical, never mind. I thought he'd be screwed, but instead, he was doing the screwing. Only problems enough might just kill him anyways. Cole's got no mana. Shockwave hits. It's still not a kill, but with Frisbee arriving, that'll be a full 5-man wipe.
Well, he just barely got finished off by that Orchid on the TA. Like, he almost didn't go down there. But you end up losing Cole afterwards, which is pretty unfortunate. I really don't feel this Luna's impact this game. I'm going to be honest with you. I think some people in your chat were talking that they don't really like the Pike this game. It felt like a lot of things on Luna is a little bit too slow. It does feel like the Cole game.
Tower is under attack.
I don't know what the Luna does to change this up. Like, BKB will kind of help you fight into them a little bit, question mark, but you still have to deal with like the RP and the massive amount of damage coming out from Templar Assassin. Templar Assassin's damage is mixed as well because you got the Mjolnir and the Daedalus.
Okay, we have found a Tide v Magnus 1v1. The
No.
1v1 has been broken. Heroes on both sides are arriving, and, well, goodbye, 80. You are dead.
Yeah, they shouldn't be doing anything on the map right now while the Stormbeard's dead. The biggest threat that they have is the fact that Stormbeard can zip in from like a billion range and come and assist them. So they don't have to play nearly as careful on Dire side if he's still perished.
That is still true. Who is not perished, though, is Roshan. Wait a minute, they're smoking anyways. The storm responds in 1 second. He can go
This
for a
is bad.
long ball in here. Problem is, can Radiant sustain? Ravage hits on 3. It's fantastic. Skewer, but it's too late. Double kill for Bloom. You lose your Nyx, but that's still fantastic stuff right there. Wish Doctor gets destroyed as well, so it's just 3 dead now. And with these 3 heroes dead, you can go for Roshan on this Radiant side. Logical setting up, looking for Cole. Cole will BKB, balling in, balling on,
Logical.
balling around, Vortex, ball around, ball. It's a lot of balls. It is simply a dead Logical Dota 2. 4 dead on the Dire side. MPL gets a miraculous TP away, but the spoil is Roshan. Aegis, and apparently the Roshan banner as well.
I'm being told to add politics to my stream tags. This game is too woke.
Okay, what was a suggestion from Storm Soulbots?
Yeah. Yeah.
Roshan, they're just leaving the banner. They didn't even grab the banner. So, question: why is Roshan's banner a thing?
Experimentation.
That's fair.
What happens if we make a lane push a little bit easier naturally.
What are I mean, I have not really noticed the item, to be fair. I mean, it's in my games. People grab it, they use it. I don't notice the difference if it's on my team or the other team usually. So
I mean, it causes a lane to shove in, which is okay, I guess.
Radiant are scanning.
The fact you can destroy it is kind of silly. I don't know.
what is Furion? He got the Wisdom Rune again, didn't he? He actually got the Wisdom Rune again.
He did.
Wait, no, we got the other Wisdom Rune. Never mind.
Which doctor? Oh, I thought he took that one. Which doctor took the one on their side? I have it backwards.
He actually might have. You might be right, actually.
I wasn't paying super close attention. I was thinking about Storm Spirit with blue hair and pronouns.
I was also thinking about interesting things to say. Couldn't get the right thing to say though. It's part of the
Storm
challenge of casting sometimes.
Storm is finally going for that Aghanim Scepter that I was talking about earlier. It should finally be the item that will allow the Luna to enter the team fights.
Yay. A win condition.
Yeah, the that on top of the Ravage, the Luna's gonna get like a couple seconds of just being able to click the enemy team, and that should allow them to take a team fight on the enemy side of the map.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Let's see what Dyer are cooking. He finally realized he needs a BKB on Logical. He's getting kited around in these fights a little bit too much. If he's just able to run the people down, the assassin in particular, at the start of a fight, then you can force a 4v5.
Did you say logical? Because he's
Yeah.
got an MKV in his quick buy right now.
What the fuck? He just had a BKB in his quick buy.
Yeah, maybe he heard you. It's like, you
changed
know what,
it.
Neph,
You fuck this guy.
I don't want to buy that. That's not interesting enough. I want to buy an MKB. I want to right click.
I fucking hate this guy. Just because the Luna's got a butterfly, change your mind, Logical. It's not too late.
I mean, you hating logical isn't an opinion you've expressed very elegantly at least 4 or 5 times tonight, to be fair. So, you know, maybe he wants to spite you.
You already have some True Strike from the Mjolnir and your Enchanted Quiver.
Follow in Black
Good.
Hole, Orchid onto the Void Spirits. Ravage will hit only Void Spirit, and he's forced away by, I believe, the Witch Doctor.
Time to leave.
It is time to leave. Question is, can they leave? Tide is in the base. A very tanky Water Realm, but nowhere near tanky enough, it does appear. Death Ward should finish the job with Double Maledict. In comes NPL, Avalanche tossing Cole, step in by Frisbee. Dissimulate out by Frisbee. Orchid is... It's on Magnus, canceling his initiation for the time being, finding that RP, allowing Tiny to die enough, looking for an angle right now. He sees 80, he's being kited around by Bloom once again. Skewer eclipses the counter play. It'll be a big KB from Magna Death on the Fury on Bloom TPs. It will be successful. So, a bad fight for the Church of Carl Deakins, but not a disaster.
Yeah. The Ravage at the beginning of that one was a little bit unfortunate. Everyone managed to get away from it because they couldn't actually catch anyone in the time of the Ravage, but I think if they don't lose anything else, they're able to dodge any fights that they try to take on the Dire side. Until that Ravage comes back off a cooldown, they'll be fine. But I think they're trying to press their advantage right now because they still have RP available.
Yeah, again, they're hunting
kill
Nyx
too.
Assassin, which is actually easier than I thought it would be. I thought it would be harder than that.
Yeah, buyback isn't available for another 50 seconds. That's basically as long as Nyx Assassin's respawn. So,
And if they're
Well,
keeping
Stack will be
track,
out of it,
if they're keeping track, they know that as well.
mhm.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
All right, it's run down the mid lane time. Maybe, possibly, hopefully.
You've got 50 seconds without Magnus and 40 without Nyx.
Oh, okay, never mind. We're not going down the mid lane. I thought we would be, but we are not. We are back to... I don't know. What are we back to? Just chilling.
Waiting for ages to expire.
That's fair. That's going to be literally right now. So 1 life for Luna. MKB finish for Logical. It could potentially be a much more killable Luna if Logical can get in the right spot to do so now.
They're going to finish the Satanic right now if she buys out, but I don't think he's going to. I hate that they nerfed the shit. Unlucky. Just have
Whoa, Bull, Blink Avalanche from NPL. His friends are not that close to him, and now his enemies are real close as well. Viewer, RP! It's fantastic, but it's good enough to counter out. It's even better. Bloom falls. Oh no. Hobbs is dead. NPL the trade. But it's an absolute disaster. Ty dead, no buyback. Luna dead. Oh no, they caught 80 as well. That's a triple kill for enough from the Magnus. 3 of them have buyback. 80 will instantly use him, but this is going to be a very tough defense without your Tide Hunter.
No. I think the defense is pretty easy.
Oh, okay. Just like Storm, ball in, ball out.
Storm, ball in, kill everyone when the Luna buys back.
I see. Well, the siege
Where is it?
continues. It's pretty low tower. The tower certainly will crumble. Both racks are under attack,
I'm waiting.
and they've been sacked. Full set
What the
taken.
What are they doing?
Maybe they're waiting for Tide and Nyx to respawn. I don't know what they're waiting for, but they're waiting for it. Well, Glyph. At this
Right.
point, there's enough time to grab the full 2 sets and then
What
begin to
was
leave.
Radiant cooking?
Whatever they're cooking, it's burning right now. I smell the smoke. There's going to be a house fire unless things change very soon.
He teleported to the base if we wanted to take that fight and just sat in there the entire time. Like, what the fuck was the point? Like, if you're gonna do that, just farm outside the base, push out top lane, go for your next item. I don't fucking know.
Maybe miscommunication. Maybe there's waiting for opportunity that didn't present itself. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not in their I'm not in their war room right now.
If Luna's not gonna buy back in a situation like that, then what the fuck is the point of saving for buybacks? Buy your satanic.
That's fair. It's a fair counterpoint.
Radiant are scanning.
Match.
Madge indeed. Yeah, it seems like despite the recent shortcomings, the Church of Carl Deakins will still look to play Dota 2. They're smoked up on 3, heading into the dire area of the map.
Instant Roche respawn.
Oh wow, that's fast. That's real fast. What the hell? Is that no seconds?
It was 1.
Oh wow. Well, dire smoke. It's broken by Dops. They know someone's in biz. Know someone's nearby. Impale is missed entirely. Step in. In comes Tide, but Tide also silenced by the Void Spirit. Nyx buys back. Frisbee's in the Sprout. The cask is pretty fantastic. Counter Ravage Zones live. The cask is still pretty fantastic. The tips has been used. In comes the RP. They're on to Skewer on top. TA's dropping and TA dies. Buyback from Logical. It's time to fight, he says. Hobbs is dead. That too is a buyback. And now the fight is dragging out. The Silly Snail is dead. Cole is dead. Frisbee is dead. No spirits in the fight. Both do have buyback. Dire commit 2 more buybacks. So does Cole. Everyone's using their buyback. 80 TPs. It gets canceled by the Avalanche. That will be a dead Fury on Shirley. Shirley! No, he's fine!
way.
Now Luna's cleaning up. Fall in by Storm. Lord makes out 3! Oh, after kill for Cole!
Holy Cole!
The fantastic cleanup! Nobody's
Oh
got
my
buyback!
God, this is truly the Cole show. Holy fuck! They shouldn't have even gone on that Nature's Prophet. Not only shouldn't have gone on him, they should have been able to kill him. I think that who did the tiny toss up? Was that one of his teammates? Right? I think that stopped him having enough damage to be able to finish off the Nature's Prophet there.
Had to be. It just
If
had
he
to
didn't
be.
throw the toss, didn't try to cancel the TP, they would have gotten him. It would have been fine.
Has fallen.
The Cole show, it has been renewed for a new season, that's for sure. It's fantastic. Well, the buildings are going to die.
You just need to go for end now. You need to go tier 4s and end. You don't go for Raxes here.
Because you know there's no buybacks.
Yeah, they used all of them. That was it. Like, the Dire had this.
Step
up
in
till
by
last minute.
Frisbee.
Frisbee's gonna
Nyx
try,
might
but-
end up dying, but again, there's just a Luna. The Luna is focusing the buildings. Half
Good,
HP
good.
Ancient. It's over. It's over. It's going to be a 1-1.
All they needed to do was take one fight on the enemy side of the map, and Luna managed to end the game. I mean, you could argue that Luna didn't do anything this game, but Luna did her job at the very end. You know, you take one good fight on the enemy side of the map, and you have enough damage to be able to close the game out. Cole definitely won this for the team. But Bloom did end up playing this one to be able to close out the game in a losing game like this. Cole is my hero, though, and the hero of the Church of Carl something rather. Fuck this, I'm out. GG's. Thank you, Badger.
Got any final words, call it, shout, say the people, Neff?
Fuck logical.
All right, thanks for coming on, Neff. Appreciate your time today. You have a great night, buddy.
Yeah, see ya.
All right. So, thank you to the viewers for tuning on in for a very jam-packed day of Lads Plus action today. We got to cast 7 games. Okay, more like 6 2/3, but still. We had a great day of casting. A lot of fun. We will certainly be back tomorrow for the next day of Lads Plus action. What do we have tomorrow? What's our schedule tomorrow? So starting off tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we got the team who just won this game, the Church of Carl Deakins, taking on Buff Buddies. That one should be a fantastic matchup because we get to see Cole, who's played pretty well so far this tournament, have to face Roho Fireflu in the mid lane. That should be a fireworks show there. After that series, where are we going next? We're getting to watch Royal Star versus the Semi-Aquatic Soldiers. My boys, Andy and Jim, and also Sauce for that matter, playing another very, very strong team potentially in Royal Star. And Royal Star had a very good day today. I believe they went 4-0, so hope to see if they can keep that form going into tomorrow. And again, that's a bit of a friend-on-friend violence game. Again, Rudy and Jim / Andy, certainly associates there. And after that one, we'll be wrapping up our day with Mo Filski, Mo Magan. The first team we saw today who, I believe they won 2-0 in their first series. Yeah, they won 2-0 in the series we got the cast earlier. They'll play the Wakanda Maiden Shina stack, who had a pretty good day today. They went 3-1. The Corda stack played Lads Plus last season. They're back again this season, so we'll see how they do this time around again. Either way, though, thanks to everyone who played. Congratulations to Mo Filski, Mo Problems on their 2-0, of course. And then there are still 2 series went 1-1, so I can't really congratulate anyone on a 2-0 with those 2 series. Yeah. As always to the viewers, thank you for tuning on in. If you want me to cast your games, cast your tournaments, whatever kind of functions you want to contact me for, find me on Discord. It's Badger Pablo on Discord, or on Twitter /X. It is BadgerDota2 on that platform. But yeah, as for always, thank you for watching and have a great night.